más, se viene el stun, impacta 4 segundos, será suficiente, un golpe más. ¡Oh! La ilusión de Shadow Demon termina destruyendo el Slasher. Y ahora cae también doble kill Sacho y Afoni, se llevan 4 de los chicos de Empire. Y buena contra ahí para el equipo de Dyer, se van a ir por Roya Neto rápidamente, lo van a intentar, tienen el DPS suficiente. Y parece que sí, les ha ayudado bastante, ya que Sido y se ha logrado posicionar en tercer puesto en la tabla de valor neto. Y ahora cuidado porque se viene Ghosty, que ya está por ahí, está buscando el Roshan, cuidado, no les conviene. Bueno, se lleva bastantes Spiderlings por ahí, a Foni, se viene el Swarm también en contra de... camino y otro más porque sí, y para la abuelita y termina cayendo también. Cuidado, tiene sentry, marca de una, no lo marques, lo marcó para la muerte, estaba con la sentry ahí, cae en 3 con todo, y Ace of Immortal no sirvió de nada haberse llevado el Roshan.
Ну, вот ты один стоишь, пожалуйста, иди забери его, 1000 денег.
Рашан-то был халявный, плюс еще бруду там забрали.
Нет, он халявный, пока шрайн вражеский, не может быть халявным Рашан. Просто прилетает туда одна
sniper, because he deals a lot of damage. And Slaughter, 300 gold away from his blink dagger, so they still need that.
Can definitely turn around the fights there as well. You've got the Hurricane Pike completed on the Drow Ranger and almost there to the Maelstrom as well. At that point, like, when is going to be the point where she feels safe just standing in a lane that the Broodmother can be? Is there ever that point, really?
Well, Broodmother's gonna probably go for a BKB, obviously, and after that she can go for, let's say, a Basher, which is a good choice against all these heroes. So even if he has a BKB, he can stand on the lane. With Hurricane Pike and BKB, he actually can, but he needs one more item defensive, probably BKB or Shadowblade. BKB most likely.
Ooh, our Zeke hits a lot of those spiders with the shadow poison. Even just the one, well, he actually has gone for 3 points in it at this stage. So it is going to start to ramp up the damage a little bit against these spiderlings. How many does he need to kill? Exactly sure on the numbers on that, but well, regardless, level 15s are around, so we're starting to see some of these talents. Cooldown reduction for the Broodmother, quite strong there. Attack speed for Sniper, for strength on Chaos Knight. Do they realize that Sasha's over here? Oh no! There's going to be the time-lapse back. Does get stunned. Sakuchi again in a second, but I'm not sure if he's going to have that opportunity. They find the kill. Reward.
FN just getting so big. He decides to go for Manta style, at least what he has in a quick buy. Why? Good against silence on Drow, good to remove Slaughter's ult, to remove Puck silence, pretty much everything.
Slaughter has the blink dagger there. They weren't quite able to catch the Broodmother, and so she does get away again. But tell that Ghostic not entirely feeling comfortable going back for the BKB now. Has to be careful.
Yeah, once he gets a BKB, he can be more aggressive on Forest and in the lane.
Oh, this is an invis right now. They spot out Chappie. Roger here as well, but they don't want to try and go for it. Good decision, probably. Fighting near that shrine would not end well.
Yeah, CK got his heart, so it's 3.2k with armlet off. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's it's a serious problem. And I guess that late game, again, you do have like Ags Drow with Mjolnir to deal with it, sort of, but they don't really have that bulky frontliner to soak up any amount of damage coming in. It seems tough.
Yeah, seems like Drow wants to kind of, let's say, risk it, because she wants to go all in. This is the game, go hard or go home, as we mentioned. So she wants to go for Mjolnir first and put it on Slaughter, just deal damage to all those CK illusions.
We do see the movement by Empire up here in the forest, but they're not going to find anybody in that jungle, as it looks like all of effects has moved down to the bottom lane. They want to try and take their own tier 2 tower. There is a courier that's heading out that has a ward. We'll see if they decide to take that down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Scary. They're just heading mid. They realize that they can come back and do this. Did they have TPs on everybody for effect?
CK has one extra.
Oh no,
illusion.
F1 he doesn't have a TP. The Puck did not have a TP. Alright, no, he already used it. There's a good reason he doesn't have a TP. He's already used it, everybody. Don't worry. On the bottom side, though, gonna catch yet to jump in, take down our Zeke very quickly. But Roger gets the stun, a lot of damage. This guy is just too big, though, and, well, maybe, possibly they can take him down. The Grave comes out, goes stick on top of several. They're gonna pop the Shrines, though, and they can't take him down as of yet. Chappie trying to walk away, gets the armor toggle off, and now walking out away. I don't know if they're going to be able to run them down. The Blink Dagger off cooldown in just a second. Looking for the big crush. No, he canceled it. Maposhka, great play there to cancel it out as Sasha trying to bring down Chappie again. He's going to need to go for another Armor toggle. They're going to be able to walk away, and Roger goes down. They take down the Drow. They take down the Slardar, and they only lose the Brood.
Yeah, Drow Ranger kind of died there because of the multicast on Ogre Magi. But this CK is so big right now.
Yeah, and back up to full. They do end up getting the amp damage on top of them for the moment, but so much regen, so hard to deal with at this point. It's what we knew could always come about. The silence and the jump back with the jaunt away. The melee barracks down. Looks like Empire will be content with that. All right, Yules. Dinap Maposhka is going to go down. Nice play there, but they don't have anything to break that.
The
CK
coil
seeming to swing very rapidly in their favor. Do you like the Dagon pickup for Puck?
It's just one level of Dagon, just to burst some damage, maybe for the armlet toggle. Not bad. He wants to go for, well, he's changing a lot of items. He's going for Shiva's Guard right now, just to go in, make a lot of mess, clear those illusions, slow them down.
And the smoke play, but the wave is going to be pushing into the mid as well.
Oh, the CK is there.
Tough.
They're gonna kill CK.
Oh, this is huge. The amp damage on top of him. Dagon comes out as well, trying to bring him down, and it does look like he is going to fall. Huge kill there. First time he ended up dying this whole game, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, he died one other time, excuse me. But big swing into their favor.
CK can tank so much, make a lot of mess in a team fight, buy so much time for his team, and Dazzle behind him with a Grave, so he can be as cocky as he wants to, and meanwhile Sniper just dealing tons of damage from behind.
Well, in the meantime, you do have this pressure coming in towards the mid lane. Our Zeke is up here on the high ground. We'll place a ward to spot any movements over, and they will catch a glimpse of the Ogre who heads out and away, but this is sorely needed right now for effect. It's been a pretty substantial network lead into the favor of Empire. Now they're finally getting a couple of these towers down. Dire scan. They won't catch the Brood, who does head out. Bought a couple Spiderlings. Ooh, that's a nice little bit of gold, though.
Yeah, let's see if there's any big items coming. Puck, not close to Shiva's Guard. See what else is there. There's Drow Ranger with Mjolnir and going towards Aghanim's Scepter. That item is huge if he gets it.
Can be really impactful, and I mean, you're still giving a ton of damage over to your Puck as well as the Weaver. Maybe part of the reason why the Weaver decided to go back for a defensive build in the Manta style. He knew that he was going to be getting that bonus. What is this? 66 damage at this point. But yeah, Roshan, long spawn timer. This is going to favor effect a little bit.
Yeah, it's level 3 marksmanship, so both Puck and Weaver are kind of heavy damage dealers right now. Look at Puck.
Oh, Roger. They need to be careful. They end up getting actually a jump back. Chappie, a good gust onto several. Ghost Stick is on top of Sidoi. They're going to be able to throw him inside of imprisonment. Maposhka backing out. Apple Ninja almost able to take down King R. They are going to jump away. Another good crush comes out, taking down the Drow. They do both have buyback, her and the Slardar, and they're on top of him already, though. Weaver went down as well, so 3 dead, and now Apple Ninja is going to be able to jaunt away, still alive. Yeah, everybody has buyback.
Yeah, they need to buy back right now. CK Illusions still have like a 15 seconds duration.
The silence, the jump back and away. Good play from him. This is his signature hero, this Puck, but needs to make some big plays for his team to be able to make this work. And another jump. Just end up losing another melee barracks. Effect. So hard to play this game now.
Yeah, who bought back? Roger bought back, and that's it. They lost. Melee racks on top, so 2 ranged racks are ready to go down still. Both shrines. Okay, just 1 shrine killed, and the Roche is gonna be up in the next 1 minute. So that's where the next fight's gonna be. Team Effect needs to go all in, try to make something happen there.
And Ghost Stick has become more and more of a monster, building towards the AC. Chappie almost has the Manta style. They are going to... Oh god, Sidoi again initiated on. There's no disruption. Arzika's too far away. They lose him. Buyback immediately.
Yeah, but Puck is on half HP. Roche spawns in 5 seconds. So Puck needs to go back and heal.
Oh god,
oh, look at that
on top of Roger. Still scary. Going to just head down mid, and you need to shrine up, you need to heal up. Effect. This is so scary right now. Zeke is going to be revealed. They get the initiation onto Chappie. There's going to be the immediate Orchid. No buyback for him. They don't get the silence. They're able to find it on the second time through. Sidoi not up on the high ground, and Ghost Stick just on top of him, dealing far too much damage. He is going to drop. Oh, they're all going down at this point. Weaver trying to stay alive, to no avail. A double kill from Apochka. This might just be it.
Arzik cast a disruption on CK and sent Illusions the sniper, which actually killed him, even with the Grey Bone. So FN just instantly buys back, and they're going all in.
Jump away. They pop the ulti from Chappie. He is too big to deal with at this point. You have 50 seconds until Drow. Somehow, some way, if they can kill off these heroes, there might be a chance, but I think Empire take this.
China seems so close for Team Empire right now.
Oh, there you go. Sashlo trying to jump away. Apple Ninja has the phase shift. Can blink in just a second here, but, well, no, it's not going to happen. He ends up falling. They get that kill. Good game, well played, going to get called. Team Empire end up taking it. After losing game number 1, they pull it back and, well, end up taking the series. They're going to China.
Congratulations to Team Empire. They played better. Even after that first game, they
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Team domination, own it!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gold is a great conductor.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Got it. Mega kill!
The flayed ones keep you safe.
Thanks. A soldier's fortune.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has been denied. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Haste! For Storm! It cannot be! We all know a life. I take yours.
Dire's bottom tower is
They're
under attack.
unstoppable!
Dire's structures are fortified.
Time is money.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
A golden thread. That should help.
Gold is a great conductor.
Invisibility.
Soldier's fortune. Double damage.
Time is money.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Where's my pension? play.
The coin of the realm.
A golden thread. Silent running.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
A soldier's fortune.
Illusion!
วิ่งเข้าไปจะไปคุยเข้าใจป่ะน้องเขาบอกว่าลูกชายวิ่งเข้าไปจะไปคุยเข้าใจป่ะ
ไม่รู้ก็แล้วแต่ให้ฝ่ายความมั่นคงเขาพิจารณาดู
แล้ววันนั้นขึ้นโรงพักไปตำรวจไม่ถามเด็กเลยน้องเขาบอกว่าลูกชายวิ่งเข้าไปจะไปคุยเข้าใจป่ะ
ไม่รู้ก็แล้วแต่ให้ฝ่ายความมั่นคงเขาพิจารณาดู
แล้ววันนั้นขึ้นโรงพักไปตำรวจไม่ถามเด็กเลยไปถามไอ้บ้าบอยคนยิงไปถามทำไม
อะเมื่อวานก็ถามแล้วไง
แล้วผู้ชายคนนั้นอยู่ในรถจะไปโดนลุมกระทืบได้ไงตำรวจคนนั้นน่ะรู้ดีไปเรียกมาเรียก
เขามาทำอะไรเขาล่ะ
ไปเรียกมาอย่ามาบอกว่าเด็กวัยรุ่นลุมกระทืบก่อนไม่ใช่
เรียกมาเข้าใจเรียกมากดดันเขาทำไม
เขาเห็นน้องเขาโดนยิงเขาไปกระทืบไงอ่ะแล้วเด็กมันก็กลัวปืนมันจะไปลุมกระทืบได้ไงตอนนั้นอ่ะ
แล้วมันเพื่อมุ่งหมายอะไรล่ะมันสร้างสรรค์ประโยชน์อะไรไหมเธอตอบฉันมาที่เล็กตอบมา
พอตำรวจคนนั้นยึดปืนปุ๊บเด็กพวกนี้ลุมกระทืบเลย
แล้วเขาควรทำไหมล่ะเขาควรทำไหม
แล้วข่าวไม่ออกผิดอะไร
จะไม่รู้โถมันจะหาเรื่องอยู่นั่นแหละเมื่อวานทีแล้วโมโหนะไอ้คนถ่ายรูปมันถ่ายได้ไงผมก็ทำนิ้วผมไปเรื่อยไอ้หาถ่ายออกมาถ่ายทีว่าผมไปชิวทีโน่นนี่เนี่ยเขาเรียกว่าจิตใจมันต่ำไงขนาดอำนาจอย่างนี้มันยังท้าทายแบบนี้
ก็บอกให้รู้ก่อนสิรู้ข้อเท็จจริงก่อนแล้ววันนั้นขึ้นโรงพักไปตำรวจไม่ถามเด็กเลยไปถามไอ้บ้าบอยคนยิงไปถามทำไม
ก็รู้อยู่จะมาถามสมเด็จอยู่นั่นแหละ
ไม่ถามไม่พูดไม่ซัก
ขนาดอำนาจอย่างนี้มันยังท้าทายแบบนี้
ก็ถามว่าเขาพกปืนทำไมไปเที่ยว
ถามไม่แบบนี้
คนดีเหรอพกปืนนะถามดิคนดีเหรอคุณคนดีเหรอคุณไปเที่ยวกับพ่อกับแม่กับลูกคุณพกปืนไม่ได้เหรอ
ไปบ้าไอ้ที่เขาทำทุกวันนี่ผมสั่งเข้าใจยัง
คุณเป็นใครคุณเป็นใครคุณเป็นใครเอามาไปตรวจจิตด้วยนะ
ทำไมอ่อนมาก็บอกโอ้ยไม่ได้เรื่องพอเข้มขึ้นก็โมโหเอาแต่มันจะให้เป็นยังไงวะไม่ใช่ผมเป็นยังไงถามดิเป็นไปตามสถานการณ์นั่นแหละผมว่าวันนี้
ไปไหนเอามาสีชมพูอ่ะเอามาสีชมพูเอาไหมสีชมพูใครให้หนูอะลูกใครให้หนูลูกเอามาทำไงก่อนพูดดีๆก่อนขอบคุณครับยังหนูจะไปซื้ออะไรลูก
อันนี้คือหลานเป็นลูกพี่ชาย
แล้วจะตาไปกินสีชมพู
รู้ไหมว่าพี่ปอนไปไหน
ปอนไปไหนลูกสีชมพูหนูพูด
เขาพกปืนทำไมไปเที่ยวเขาพกปืนทำไมคนดีเหรอพกปืนนะถามดิคนดีเหรอคุณคนดีเหรอคุณไปเที่ยวกับพ่อกับแม่กับลูกคุณพกปืนไม่ได้หรอนะพกปืนไปเที่ยวถามดิคุณพกปืนไม่ได้หรอนะพกปืนไปเที่ยวถามดิ
แหมมาแค่เนี้ยก็พกเมียมาด้วย
เดี๋ยวเราก็จะออก
อะไร
มันไม่รู้มั้ง
นี่คนขับใช่ไหมเนี่ย
คุณคะ
นั่นวันตีนหายขับรถโหขับเชี่ยงเหี้ย
คุณคะจอกรถ
แล้วมาขวางทำไมวะเนี่ยฮะเฮ้ยที่จอดรถตั้งเยอะตั้งแยะเนี่ยว่างเยอะแยะคุณมาจอดซ้อนคันอยู่ได้ยังไงอ้าว
ไม่ได้
เอาเย็ดแม่งดิเหี้ยมาไอ้สัตว์มาดิมาไปดิ
รู้ดีว่าลูกตัวเองเนี่ยเป็นคนดีเหตุการณ์ที่เกิดขึ้นเป็นเด็กน่ารักวันนั้นเนี่ยน้องลงไปก็คือจะไปเคลียร์เท่านั้นเองพอคลิปวันนี้ออกมาซึ่งก็ค่อนข้างจะตอบคำถามของสังคมนะคะ ผู้สื่อข่าวของเราคุณวิจิตราคัสธรรมก็เลยไปหาคุณแม่ดูแล้วรู้สึกยังไงคุณแม่บอกว่าอึ้งเหมือนกันค่ะเดี๋ยวเราลองไปฟังเสียงคุณมณีพรผึ่งผายนะคะคุณแม่ของน้องปอนที่เสียชีวิตไปค่ะ
เนาะถามคนที่ลงมาจากรถตู้หรือว่าผู้หญิงอะไรอย่างนี้เนาะต้องให้สอบเนาะสอบเขาทั้งหมดใช่ที่เห็นในคลิปเนี่ยทั้งหมดไปหามาแล้วสอบดีไหมดีนะแม่ว่าดีเนาะไม่ได้อยู่เลยพูดไม่ได้เลยก็คือเราเป็นกลางเพราะเราไม่ได้อยู่ในเหตุการณ์เนาะเราตัดสินไม่ได้เนาะถ้าคุณมีคลิปก็จัดการคลิปแล้วก็เอาคนในนั้นอ่ะใช่ต้องต่อคนในนั้นนะนั่นแหละต้องคนในนั้น
คุณแม่นะคะก็ยังบอกผู้สื่อข่าวของเราด้วยนะคะคุณวิชิตานะคะว่าอยากเห็นคลิปที่ยาวกว่านี้ตั้งแต่เริ่มนะคะเรื่องเนี่ยที่มันเกิดขึ้นที่สะพานปลาอ่างศิลาเพราะว่าคลิปที่ปล่อยออกมาเนี่ยเป็นเพียงเหตุการณ์ช่วงก่อนที่จะมีการยิงกันเท่านั้น
see. Alright, looks like we're trying again, guys. Alright guys, it's working. So we have the second game coming up now between Harmape and Going In, as Harmape, they took game one pretty much off of nothing, you know, just swept it away. It felt like Going In, like they had an interesting game plan going for the changing the Ember Spirit to the safe lane and then picking up the Queen of Pain, but it never really felt like they used any of their like early timings. Like the Veil came online on the Ember Spirit, but we didn't see any early kills on the Ember. And the way that you play Ember Spirit nowadays with the Veil like spell damage Ember Spirit, usually you see Ember getting kills like in the first, like you get a lot of kill action in the first 10-15 minutes, which didn't really happen. The Blink came online, you know, at an okay time on the Legion, but they didn't get any early duels. And these kind of heroes, if you don't get those timing kills, it really just doesn't work out for you. The Queen of Pain as well. I think in the first 3 Sonic waves, there was 2 of them that didn't get any kills. So it's kind of troublesome when you have all of these things just not going your way. So Going In, they're switching it up this game, changing it up for sure. The Slaughter gets banned out. They're not letting that one go through. The Luna will be banned out with it, and Harmape, they'll go for Lone Druid first. In the meantime, Going In, they'll pick up a Centaur plus a Tusk. Very interesting opening. But both of these heroes, they have a lot of jump potential. Obviously, the Stampede from the Centaur Warrunner is a good initiation tool, and the Tusk Snowball to get a jump on the Lone Druid. So it's not a normal way to deal with the Lone Druid, but it's definitely 2 heroes that seemingly should work pretty well against the Lone Druid. Also, the return from the Centaur Warrunner is always annoying, so the Lone Druid will be reflecting a lot of damage back onto himself. I like it. It seems like a decent opening. Seems like Going In is just saying to themselves, okay guys, we'll play our own game. And well, for sure, Centaur Warrunner, the way that people play it nowadays actually seems fairly strong. Like you get a pipe, or a Crimson Guard, or both, or whatever. You get a Blink, and then you get your Acronym Scepter. Once you have that axe up and running, like the amount of damage you can reduce with your ultimate is insane. And Harmape now, they pick up a Dazzle, so, you know, weave defensive purpose, the Grave on the Lone Druid, making sure that if he is to get jumped, then at least they can buy him some extra couple of seconds. That's just, you know, decent hero. When you pick up Lone Druid, it's very likely you're going to play it as like a glass cannon kind of hero, so you need someone who can keep him alive. At least when you're playing against such huge initiation heroes, you need something that can keep him up and running. And let's see what gets banned out by Going In. They already have their own offlaner, so they could just focus on banning offlane heroes. It's very likely the Lone Druid is going to be mid, so what would they not want to? I don't know. Lone Druid could also be safe lane, so I guess it's just safe to ban offlane heroes. The Sand King gets banned out first. A lot of magical damage on this hero. They definitely do have options on the side of going in. The Ogre Magi gets picked up by Harmape, just securing themselves a tanky say support of items. You know, if you go in, if you get a quick pick off on the Invoker with the Orchid or the Weaver, you know, it's great because it's heroes that suffer from that Orchid's silence. But if you get jumped on the other hand, then it's very easy to kill you. Like as compared to having an Acronym Scepter or a Veil or something
he
like
follows
that,
around the other position for
it's a
hero,
very
and
very low
he
HP
just, you know,
item.
harasses him
Doesn't
better
give you
than
any
he can
stats or anything
harass
like that.
back,
Doesn't give you
or whatever
armor.
you wanna say.
So he needs to be careful. The Ember Spirit,
Plus
other than
Bloodlust
that
is always
Veil, he
good.
does have the
Bloodlust with
Shroud
Lone
that's
Drakes
finally flying out
already having
towards
that
him, but
rapid. That gives
again,
him a lot
it's
of
just,
attack
you know, they're not really getting any more damage than they've had for the last
When you
10
have
minutes
Ogre
because
Magi,
that Veil
though,
was completed a while
usually
ago.
you want
He
to
didn't
have a
really get any
right-clicking
killing done with
mid-hero
it.
as well,
The
because
Queen of Pain,
otherwise
the
you kind
first
of lose
two
a little
Sonic
bit of
waves,
that
I believe,
impact if you only have one.
didn't get any kills. So the early game was just very very rough for the side of going in. Like having heroes like Ember Spirit, Queen of Pain, Legion, like you need once you get your core items and you get your level 6, you have your ultimates and whatnot. If you don't get kills every single time you have your Sonic Wave, if you don't get kills whenever you have like full remnants up and running, it very quickly just doesn't look that good because they can farm, but they don't farm as efficiently as how Mave's Heroes does. And let's see the starter get jumped on, gets fueled, gets Orchid, Sonic Wave, everything as well. So Tusk Vengeful support duo versus the Dazzle Ogre, so it's going to be very difficult for both
tell them if things went wrong, but that's just making sure that Alliance can't get back. They're going to have a difficult time defending this last tier 2.
I didn't see...
Loda gets hit by the Veil, but he's still tanky enough. Like a, Quap Scream of Pain is not going to be doing enough to cut through that.
Alright, that's why JRX bought Yules. Makes perfect sense. He can save himself against the X marks the spot.
Oh. Long range boulder kick will connect onto Omni Knight, but again, still not something OG can jump onto and capitalize.
So it's just very hard for them to initiate like this when the people that are trying to bait out the X, for example, have Yules. They even have, obviously, Legion Commander, so if somebody does get X'd back to Torrented, he can just remove the Torrent Stun and they can instantly try to get out with a Force Staff or Walking or something. BKB is well on Legion, so he's covered against a lot of the disables that Alliance has. So they're starting to get the items they need to take fights, I think. The big one's certainly going to be an eventual BKB from Troll, but he's even delaying it further because he felt a little ahead. He's thinking about going Scotty next, which would be a fantastic item, but I'm still worried about that lack of lockdown.
Loda's Aegis about to get reclaimed, has like another 30 seconds or so. What's going to be the next major jump point? Is this going to wait for the next Roche, or is it going to be waiting for OG to leave their base? Because this is a very patient game right now.
It's all about getting a kill, because net worth is a really big deal, and it's very close right now. But whoever is playing 5v4 has a much higher chance of actually forcing a good engagement, high ground. So both teams are going to wait until the right moment. So basically, Alliance had to back there because the other waves on the map were pushed out. So they'll back up, they'll farm temporarily, they'll push the waves again, then they'll try to get a pick. And in the meantime, OG's going to try to get their own.
JRX going in really deep here into the Radiant Ancient Pit, scouts out that it has just been farmed down. EGM's going to ping himself. Ana moves forward. JRX wants to get the pick onto this easy little EGM and will be able to do so. EGM actually escapes with his life. Meanwhile, the rest of the fight happens over here behind this little cliff, and it is going to be Windrunner going down. Crystal Maiden Bry's back, and that's going to be a very dead Sven. Loda just can't escape the slow of Warlock, and this is OG just showing their power in this game. When they rotate together, when they get those pickoffs that they need, they can wipe very easily.
Yeah, that was a kind of a big mistake from Alliance here, not expecting a smoke from OG. I think this was their movement was timing related based on the Aegis, because killing Sven right here, he just lost it. So they probably took timer, they moved across the map to try to take a fight so that if they killed Sven, he would die about the same time it dies. And because they got initiated on, lost all their cores here, that's going to probably be some buybacks. Yeah, there's one.
Yeah, CM already bought back, and now we can see Sven rejoins the party, and that's all OG want. They get there, they get their kills, they force buybacks, and they're backing out after placing some really nice wards. I think one of the reasons Alliance got so caught off guard is that they have offensive wards. They've got really aggressive vision into the dire side of the map, but this is what they see. Their own side of the map is pretty much dark.
That's such a big little series of events here. I mean, they were 200 net worth difference not even 2 minutes ago, but that fight and the buyback, 6,000 gold advantage. They would love to catch somebody. Alliance, their smoke is going to break. That was on EGM here. Maybe not the best person to lead, but they don't really have the best initiators, to be honest. The best one is certainly Wind Ranger, but she's got to push lanes half the time because the other heroes can't do it super well.
Now Ana going to be caught out here, but nice blink away, very quick reaction, and Hanskin's going to continue to chase this Kunkka. I mean, he got distracted by prey and really wants it. JRX hopping into this little lane of trees, and he'll be able to make it back safely. So right now, Alliance, they're walking around, they're ready to hunt, but they're just not finding any prey.
Yeah, so this is how OG will probably play the game. Leave the base, take a fight, leave the base again, take a fight. Once they spot their enemies on the wards, they'll spot them now. They still see Limp moving through the mid lane. They'll cross the map now, get some map control of their own. JRX very close to Ags. In fact, he's got it as soon as he uses Midas. And in melee form, it gives him even more slow, basically against his opponents. I think it's a great option in this game. But he may be more desired to go like a hard damage, like a Daedalus or a Monkey King Bar. Might be safer, but it kind of depends. Butterfly might not work. The Wind Ranger has Monkey King Bar queued up. She knows what might come next. So, and either way, it's a great item on Wind Ranger. So,
yeah, she's doing well. She's farming up for her team. She's the highest net worth on her team, but this troll still seems like he's capable of squishing everyone.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Especially in a one-on-one fight, he could beat any hero in the game right now, just because he's already running at 460 movement speed without phase, and he can Scotty slow, and he can Sanjin Yasha slow, which means that Sven basically has no chance against Troll unless Sven jumps in and blows him up in like 4 hits. But even that, I don't know if that's very possible, unless he cleaves through somebody else. That way he ignores the armor. But it's a tough fight for Alliance, and their heroes that were so good at like the 10 to 20 minute mark, they're falling off a little bit. Heroes like Kunkka are going to start having problems against Glimmercape's BKB, stuff like that. CM has absolutely the same problem, and she hasn't really accelerated in farm at all, so it's getting harder and harder, I think, for Alliance to take fights. They haven't been able to use the Wind Ranger too much just for getting kills, is kind of what it seems like. She has certainly in the early mid game, and she's been farming a lot, but one of the best things about her as a carry is if you have good ward vision and you can continue getting solo kills throughout the game.
So we're getting to a little bit of a later point in the game. You know, we're 35 minutes in. We could go another 35 minutes if this game is going to keep up with certain paces. What are the level 25, 20 talents that are going to start to really shake things up?
Well, the Sven one I don't think is going to matter too much. Stuns are very good, though. The Wind Ranger 25 is pretty much always you grab the attack range if you're anywhere resembling a carry, so I'm absolutely sure she'll grab that for her team. I still kind of wish that she had the wind run slow a little bit, because right now her mana aura is kind of wasted, and 25% slow is pretty incredible. Extra slow, that is. So I don't know, maybe that was a mistake, but on the Dire team, Notel's, I think magic resistance is certainly an option this game. It also depends how much he delays getting BKB, but whirling axes are also really good, because that would basically allow you to permanently blind the Sven, absolutely force him to buy either BKB or a Monkey King bar. So there's a lot of questions that could be decided on. Queen of Pain's probably going to grab Spell Life Steal, but maybe Shadow Strike cooldown would be good too, just because she would be able to permanently slow Sven once BKB ends. There's a lot of kiting things that could happen this game that'd be interesting.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of mobility shaping up. Here we've got our Dire. I mean, they would certainly love to take this Roche. The Alpha Wolf is going to scout it out. Got about a minute left. So OG, they are ferociously guarding this.
Yeah, and they're trying to set up wards for it too. Fly gets one down, doesn't get spotted. He's in a good spot as well. I like the Solar Crest pickup. It's very good to help one of his heroes stay alive. I mean, like Quap or something. If she gets out of position, that could absolutely save her.
Troll ult being used just to clear out some camps, clear out this wave, and OG take their place on the map on the Radiant side of the turf.
Yeah, more jungling. Shadowblade next for Legion Commander. This is kind of the period of the game where actually finding those ganks is very difficult sometimes. Like, if you have a ward there and you can blink forward and get the duel, it's fine. But in a lot of cases, there's a lot of places on the map where there isn't a ward, or you might not know where a hero is farming, or Shadowblade will help you like scout out that area of the map and see if you can get a duel. So it's a nice item transition, even though if it seems a little counterintuitive to have both Blink and Shadowblade.
Yeah, OG, again, like you mentioned, really keeping up on the wards. This is what they're seeing on the Alliance side of the map. They can see pretty much everyone right now, and they definitely saw all the heroes move through when they rotated out of their base, so we'll see what kind of information they're going to get from that. Meanwhile, Alliance, they get word that Roshan is back up, and they are heading right to the pit. This is going to be the third Roche, so Aegis and Cheese, OG, they've got the opportunity to TP to the shrine, but they just can't get there in time, and that's going to be snatched right out from under their nose.
Yeah, I would say this is maybe one of the first tactical mistakes here by OG. They kind of spread out too much. They showed that they had a core bottom as the Legion Commander, and they showed that they had Queen of Pain on the top creep wave. So because they were separated like that, I think it makes it a little bit more, makes Alliance feel a little bit better about trying to take it. And they just do insane damage between Focus Fire and Sven with the Daedalus. So they do use God Strength for that, which will make them a little scared for 40 seconds or so, but it was absolutely needed there in that moment.
Interesting that now both Sven and Windrunner have MKB queued up. Is that going to be necessary?
Yeah, absolutely, because of the Troll Blind, especially with the level 25 perk. If you have permanent 60% miss chance, you're going to lose the fight.
Global Guardian Angel being used down bottom to try to defend against the duel. The duel will not go through, but the Aegis is now going to be burned, and the rest of OG back off for now. So at least saving the Sven from actual death.
How did he even die? My god.
He just got jumped, man. OG, they're around.
I guess Legion hits really hard right now. 124 plus 170.
They also committed the Sonic Wave for it.
There was the Guardian Angel a little bit later. Something. Maybe Blade Mail does go through Guardian Angel. I assumed it didn't because it's physical, but I don't know. I'll have to go check that later. Either way, huge kill. The Aegis is gone, so that's a team fight advantage that's gone now for Alliance.
Look how aggressive OG are being. They're really trying to wait until Alliance just step a toe into the mid lane. But looks like they're going to be going top. In fact, chasing down No Tail. Hanskin's Glimmer caped up, maybe looking for the connect onto that X marks the spot. But like you mentioned, No Tail's movement speed is 464 base without phase boots.
Yeah, he hits max movement speed when he uses phase boots. It's pretty incredible.
Sanj and Yasha will do that to you, man.
Yeah, it's really good. Sanji Nyasha plus any other movement skills as well. I mean, Berserker's Rage gives him 40 movement speed. It's a fast hero. Not a very smart one, but he's very fast.
Now, Gem on Warlock, they were able to take out an Observer here, but missed the Sentry, so Radiant still have a little bit of information near that Roche pit.
Yeah, it's slightly a mistake. They don't have a lot of super mobile heroes that can like blink up and force down immediately, so it's dangerous to commit to seeing if there's a ward there. So it's kind of hurting OG a bit. Were you talking about the one on the cliff or the one by Roche?
I was talking about the one by Roche, but they did miss the one on the cliff as well. They didn't rotate that deep to be able to scout it out.
Yeah, it's just very safe wards from Alliance, and I think it's a very good idea. It's sometimes when you're doing mind games with enemy teams and trying to think about, oh, where do I ward so they don't find it? Sometimes just putting them on the super obvious spots saves you a little bit. And I would say against really good teams that usually doesn't help. But like I said about the mobility thing, maybe Earth Spirit could have found it with a rolling boulder up and a blink down, for example. But that place is so close to the tier 2 tower that's just so unsafe for them to try to check that cliff. So in some ways, Alliance can just kind of hang out in that area of the map, gives them a little bit more map control than they'd have without that tier 2. But it still comes down to the fights. Can they push out the lanes? Who's going to find who? OG as a whole is going to stick together, and Alliance will do the same too.
Absolutely. This is going to be one of those, you know, one team's going to get up their confidence, going for the high ground, get slaughtered, maybe the team pushes back, and then I think this could be a pretty back and forth game. I mean, no team has an ultra decisive advantage right now. OG are in the lead by about 10,000 gold, 15,000 experience, but, you know, for a 40-minute game, that's not way out of whack.
It's not super out of whack, but it can definitely matter. And usually those kind of advantages where I'm looking at is the support heroes. Do the supports have stupid amounts of items? Because those are heroes that normally only have like 1, 2, maybe 3 items at this point. But here's Jarek's like 6 slotted already at 42 minutes, and it's only going to get scarier. Because eventually those are going to turn into things like Sides of Bices and Shiva's Guards and crazy good team fighting. So aggressive ward placed by Fly here. He does spot theirs, but they need somebody to kill it. They can maybe bait with this by them knowing that their opponents have a ward. They might actually approach it. They don't, though. So if they get the ward killed.
Centaur going in, getting the information. Sven. Stormhammer going to be disjointed. Limp actually blinks in, wants to start this fight, and it looks like Legion Commander will be focused down. Is going to be saved temporarily. Guardian Angel comes out from the Radiant side. The BKB showing off from No-Tail. He's just running from the fight. Meanwhile, Ana waiting in the trees till it's time to reinitiate. Loda trying to move forward onto Fly, but Fly's got the golems back up. The duel's going to be coming out from S4, trying to do some work, but S4 barely wins that duel. Gems are going to be on the ground. Jonas continuing to try to run from the fight. The rest of Alliance are just going to get easily focused down. EGM, though, almost dodges out No-Tail. Hanskin's Glimmer caped up. Lincoln's going to be popped all around. Troll tossing out more damage, and there's going to be almost a completely clean wipe coming out of OG. They're going to be able to take this last tier 2 tower, maybe even a full lane of Rax as well. There's only one buyback on the side of Alliance, and that's on Omni Knight.
It was a really crucial team fight there. The initial Sven initiation was very strong. The Legion looked like he was going to die due to the shackle, even with Jarek's pulling the Legion away, but he chased after, and then all of a sudden he used his actual Ag's ultimate thingy. What's it called? The Enchant Remnant thing, and that absolutely saved the Legion Commander. And he was allowed to reinitiate after the BKB runs out to guarantee the Sven kill. And once Sven's dead, it's so hard for Alliance to win the fight. They need him to jump in and blow up a bunch of heroes, but it just didn't happen there. Everything was all over the place. Alliance was not coordinated on one target, and they weren't able to burst him in time.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it could have been great. If S4 had lost that duel, if Sven had gotten the win there, it would have been a very different fight. But unfortunately, it's not great. Jarax now just booking it away after a full lane of racks are taken. Mid's going to be focused down, and look how hard No-Tail hits. These things are just melting.
And he picked up the 20% magic resistance perk now, so it takes so much magic damage to kill this guy. And he has BKB.
Teammates, Lincoln's on him. This is going to be very difficult for Alliance right now. They don't necessarily have the easiest pushers. X back, they're going to be able to grab Ana, who's leapfrogging through the air and will end up living.
2 people grabbed her there, or grabbed him there. 1 X and 1 Geomagnetic Grip. Very good way to save your allies. That's such a good item against Kunkka, really. Think about it. As soon as somebody gets pulled back, you pull them right back.
Crystal Maiden going out. I mean, leaving her turf, I guess, trying to go for some counter wards, but that is a dangerous place to be.
Oh, great shackle.
Shackle's going to connect onto 2. This is actually a nice start for Alliance. They've actually managed to rotate everyone in there, and EGM is dancing. No one's paying attention to her. S4 thinking about maybe going forward for the blink, but just can't get that blink saved up. It just keeps getting canceled. So the rest of OG bail out after they lose their Earth Spirit. He has buyback, but that was, you know, something the Alliance didn't necessarily need to get.
No-Tail is super gone from the fight. So hard for them to actually fight against him. I mean, just even hitting him directly, even with True Strike, they're still having trouble. A little split pushing coming from Anna here. Look at the right click. She hits really hard right now. Lots of int items on his hero, and it's only one more barracks to go, so Alliance is going to feel super pressured here.
Oh, Ana getting focused down. The rest of Alliance able to rotate very quickly to get on top of her. On the back lines comes in S4. He's got the BKB rockin', but he's now kiting 5 heroes. They've got Fly there, ready to drop golems if necessary, but they'd rather save him up. And now No Tail comes in. There's the golems drop. They want to focus down Loda ASAP because Sven is the key to ending this fight. But Fly, he's going to get 4 staff back and is maybe going to be able to escape. No, Limp with one more shot gets the kill. Blink back. As now Alliance are going to get cornered. They're wrapped around. They're fighting in a choke point, and that is not advantageous at all. GG called out as it is a full wipe. OG, they come back from what looked like a yucky fight, making it a game-winning fight. Phenomenally played.
Yeah, every single time, as soon as that Sven is dead, the fight is basically over. Limp was not able to carry the game on the back of the Wind Ranger. He got some great shackles in the fights, but it seemed clear that the real brunt of the damage was coming from Sven. So just really cool draft from OG. Their lane advantage was pretty extreme. Alliance had some really good comeback engagements and fights, but ultimately it just led to OG super out farming them.